Hello everyone and welcome back to Poetry Surprises. Well, today is the 21st of July and it's exactly 51 years ago today that humans went to the moon. And this lovely little model here was one I made earlier. In fact, I made it when I was 11. Exactly 51 years ago. This is a symbol, if you like, of that achievement as it played a role in my history. But of course, it's also something that so profoundly affected everybody's imagination since it happened when Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin set foot on the moon all those years ago. And I don't believe that it could not play a role in artistic creation since that date. In some ways, you could argue that it's a big publicity stunt, that it was a leap for mankind, but actually not a very significant one, because after all, it's now over 50 years since it happened and we haven't been back. But I think psychologically and even spiritually, in our awareness of the universe, it changed how we think. It certainly changed how I thought. I've still got this little model. I brought it up. It was in London, and I brought it up, and it comes apart. There's the you can take the command module out there, and there's the service module underneath. There it is, with its engine. I mean, it's ignition sequence started, 8 million pounds of thrust, all those famous phrases, the countdown, the huge roar. Yeah, you can't go through life after that without being affected by it. So I suppose it's no coincidence that, my poetry book that came out from Luath is called Earth. There's Earth, and there's a view of the Earth on the front cover, as if seen from outer space, which of course is one of the most famous shots that we remember from that era, the looking back onto the blue Earth. Here's a couple of poems that I want to read you that are obviously affected and influenced by this amazing event and undertaken at the top of this amazingly big Saturn Vb rocket. The first poem's called Love Story. We speculate on how we might live upon the moon, unfooled by a poet's wistfulness. We know dead rock. Guess at what it is to suffocate. Feel our blood boil as moon cold seizes our marrow. A staging post on a journey, I say. What journey? Where? You ask. And the deadliness of space, its forever footprints and betrayals, unfolds like a romance with an unforeseen ending. Love, a poet once said, is a sign of evolution. Is this paramour's pebble thrown at our window every night here to charm us or remind us that love's a cyclops and blind? Now, this short film will be going out on the 21st of July to commemorate this event. And at the same time as you may be looking at it, if you're looking at it on the day it's released, I will be travelling down to London. And I will be undertaking my first journey for over 4 months. up until this point with the lockdown, I've actually just been in Scotland, travelling no further than the supermarket and back again, which is half a mile down the road. And so it's 4.5 months of relative isolation and certainly no travel. So I'm going on my own adventure to the moon, it feels like today. And I'll be letting you know in a few days' time whether I have actually set foot on planet London. And if I have, I'll be reading you some poems from there. Now, I'd like to finish this short film about space travel with a poem called Earth 2.0. And this is about the fact that we're discovering now so many exoplanets. And it's the last poem in my collection called Earth. And this is the next Earth, Earth 2.0. I'm dressing a crab for supper when I hear on the BBC a newly discovered planet, Kepler 22b, an Earth-type body 600 light years far, a year of 290 days, and an ambient warmth like the Canaries in winter, is circling its somewhat sickly sun. Scientists speculate about oceans of H2O, breathable atmosphere, acids, bacteria, algae, fish, mammals, the mirror glance of how's my lipstick, civilization, technology and TV. My crab looks sadly up at me. Its legs lie strewn on the counter. Suddenly, I feel lonely this night and am struck that we will die. All of us and every living thing everywhere. The Earth's days numbered. This long journey on which the crab and I crawl, though it walks sideways and I uphill while others sit still, must end. And all Earths, no matter where, no matter what sun holds them in its arms, no matter what hurts, hopes and hallelujahs have ended or will end, there is no fairy tale prince, no stardust to make us forever smile, no up with the lark when the sun don't rise. All memories, dreams, grumbles, laughter, building, comfort, myth-making, birth, prayer, love, rambles, poems, gardening, supper, tears, good nights, phone calls, kisses, heaven, end in one leave-taking, one blink, and are gone utterly, and time dead.